welcome back to the Royal Read. I am so glad you decided to stop by and see what I'm reading on today. But before we get started, if you haven't subscribed, go in your settings and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll know when I upload or when I just want to pop in, and give me a thumbs up to fight my nemesis, the algorithm. I really, really would appreciate it. And also, our join button is below if you decide to become a part of our channel membership and join the reading club. You're going to help this channel to grow, to improve, and just be the best that it can be, because I am working on it every day. And with your support, if you decide to support this channel through a membership, it would be so appreciated. All right. I know, this is something different. I am not showing my face, but this does not mean that I am giving up on showing my face, because when I do the read later on today, well, it's going to be late tonight. I'm going to drop the read. I will be showing my face. This is just something that I'm incorporating to, as a change up, something new, and another tool to improve the channel. All right, I want to say why. Let's get to the read. Well, it's not really a read. Basically, it is me sharing some of the shady tweets that I found on X, formerly known as Twitter. Because every time I do the read, I always be saying, I was over to Twitter and it was, and I have my ear to the ground and I'm looking over here and I'm looking into this. And I just wanted to share some of the shady tweets that I saw on Twitter so we can laugh together. We can kiki together a little bit. And, I just, because sometimes I just be, I read a tweet and I just be laughing to myself and I be wanting to share with y'all. So I said, this is something I'm going to start doing. When I see one or two, maybe three really shady tweets, I said, I'm going to jump on and see, I don't have to show my face. I can just jump on, share them with y'all. We can kiki together, and then we can go on about our day and get ready for the full on read later on. So that is my plan with me starting to do this. It's just something that I can pop in and do and just share something with y'all. All right, let's get to the shady tweets, okay? I cannot wait. All right, the first one I love. And I love the picture because it pretty much tells you that it's going to be shady. And it says, our Duke and Duchess spoke to their host in Spanish. Some can't even speak fluently in their own first language. I wonder who she talking about. I wonder who she talking about. Someone can't even speak fluently in their own first language. I just know this Princess of Wales. Uh, I'm not gonna call no name, but trying to put two, maybe three sentences together, them sentences trip her up for real. So I love this tweet because it's shady but true. Let's move on to our next shady tweet. This one here. It says, everyone is aware of their love for each other except the royal rodent lying asparagus lady. Do y'all remember the asparagus lady? You remember I think she was on the last of last year or the first of this year, making predictions for the coming year, throwing asparagus in the in the air. And she said that Harry and Meghan was going to be divorced by the end of the year. I think that was her prediction. And I just love the shadiness of this tweet, reaching way back and getting an asparagus lady to throw them some shade over there. I think she was on GB News. They were just grasping at straws. They want Harry and Meghan to break up so bad. They went and got the asparagus lady. And this particular post reached back and got this asparagus lady to be shady about. And I love it. I love it. Let's go on. This next one is shady too, and I love it so much. It says, "Thank you, Colombia, for creating a security ring of steel around our Duke and Duchess and shutting the toxic British media out of all events. Them flying all the way to have the door slammed in their face is what we love to see." And is she lying? I don't think so. Because I'm telling you, it was so delicious yesterday when the Daily Fail on their pages had pictures of the security vehicles and the backs of Harry and Meghan's head. They weren't allowed nowhere near the venue. And I just love that for them. And I love this picture. They have them, this is supposed to be the British media out in the wilderness looking, trying to find something to take a picture of. It was just so funny and so delicious. Let's go on. And this one, I believe this particular tweet is what made William and Charles and Kate come out yesterday. And if you hadn't saw my podcast from yesterday, you will see how they came out yesterday. But I believe this particular thing, Harry dancing, they couldn't handle it no more. William was sitting there wringing his hands and rocking back and forth to the point where he just could not take it anymore. All those pictures were coming out. He could not take it anymore. He was trying to cope by wringing his hands and rocking back and forth, but it just did not do it for him. He had to go and take his little cup of salty tears to the media, and we'll talk about that later. But I believe this is what brought it out. Let's read it. It said, "The British media, Harry is miserable away from the royal family. He needs to come home. Meanwhile, Harry is out there dancing." And the person who posted said, "He is the best thing that mob ever produced." I love it. I love it's so delicious. But I know when Harry was out there, dancing and walking down that hill dancing, William, that broke him. That broke him. I know it did. He tried to cope. He tried to hold on, but he just couldn't. The third day got him. All right, let's go on, and then we're gonna we're not gonna do too many more, but I had to share. Okay, this one is the UK Rota journalist had first assessed. Wait a minute, let me start over. It said the UK Rota journalist had first access to Harry and Meghan. The Sussexes couldn't even post a picture without first sending it to the Rota. Now the Rota is outside of the club interviewing taxi drivers because they can't even get it. We love it here. And that is so true. They were outside interviewing people who were walking down the street. And I just love that for them. I love it. And I love this picture of Harry and Meghan laughing because Harry and Meghan kept a tight grip on what journalists would be at what event. I just love it. And they are just whinging and moaning about it. But they always be somehow saying that Harry and Meghan are the whingers and the moaners. I don't know. But the crying is heard all the way here in America. And I love it. I love it. And William carrying around his cup of salty tears. It's so wonderful. It is just so sweet. And I'm not gonna. Those are some of the really good ones that I found. But it's just other ones that are so sweet. Let me do one more. Let me do one more shady one. This one, it says Sussex friends. I swear every time Prince Harry and Princess Meghan are doing great things. Egghead, who cannot stop obsessing over them and trying to ruin them, sends out his army of rotor-rat minions like a swarm of mosquitoes to a happy family barbecue. And is that a lie? No, it's not. Because yesterday they all started to come. And we all know that it was sent out. And it's so, so sad that you are so insecure and so un just just don't have any kind of self-awareness that this is not about you. They really feel that this trip is about them. It's only about them because they make it about them. Harry and Meghan is gone on, living a life, enjoying a life. Harry is dancing down the hill. He ain't thinking about Charles or William or none of them. And Meghan is playing the drums. They living a life. And they are the one that bullied them out. Why are you mad? It's so funny. And then they sent out they flying monkeys, and every one of them look just like a flying monkey that's sent too. All right, y'all. I am through being messy. I am through being messy. I just one more. Can I have one more messy one? Just one more messy one. This one I got to do. I got to do. It says, okay. So we all know that the nasty, toxic British media's playbook after Harry and Meghan dominates headlines being successful with a project or a tour. One, roll out Thomas Markle. Two, find a military person to trash Prince Harry. Anybody. Usually they get the black guy. But he didn't even come out the last time with the Pat Tillman Award. So I don't know if they can still get him. And it said negative article, number three, negative article about Archwell Foundation. They'll find something. And four, and they have been harping on this one, security costs. Who is paying for all of this? All this security. And they go, the fail just went through all of the different security that Harry and Meghan was afforded, which would, why are you surprised? They are with the vice president of the country and they are dignitaries. Why wouldn't they be afforded this? But how much is gonna cost? How much is this costing people? People only make 9,000 or something. They were saying a year down there. How is they doing it? Why are you so pressed by it? That is the question. It's not your taxpayers are not paying for it. Why are you so triggered? Why are you so pressed? And how about that question? And the picture of Nene looking like that is the way I feel when I read this. And when I saw them taking pictures of the security vehicles and interviewing the taxi drivers. I mean, like, all right, y'all. I'm through being messy. I want a few really, really sweet ones. Really, really sweet ones. But they had another one. I got to do one more. This one is about William crying his salty tears about how he is not going to invite Harry to his coronation. And it says, we hear about the future king plans not to invite Harry and Meghan to his coronation. He doesn't need to stress. We know Meghan has no plan to set foot outside of Heathrow. And Harry, if happens to attend, will have his hanger already. We all know that Meghan is not bothered by that, but they still think that that is some kind of flex. They don't understand that those times are gone. Nobody even watched that mess that Charles did. And they only watched to see what Harry was going to do, the ones that did watch. And if Harry or Meghan or Harry and Meghan don't show up, Why would anybody want to watch them? Why? Anyway, that is the end of the mess. I had to keep on because it was just so delicious, so delicious, so delicious. But I'm gonna have two really sweet ones. And one of them is about Megan walking with the elder of the African town, and it says Megan walking and talking with one of the elders in the historic African Colombian town of San Brasilio de Palenque. I'm sorry, I am not good at Spanish, but the name is on the tweet. And I just thought this was so sweet because this woman looks like my grandmother, and she looks like a lot of grandmothers of African American people, and I'm sure Africans, black people. Every black person has a grandmother who looks like this. And my great aunt looked like this. Her name was Lottie. She looks just like her. And for Megan to love up on her, it's because she looks like Megan's grandmother. And Megan loves on her, holds her hands, listen to what she has to say. Unlike that mannequin who recoiled when a black woman touched her hand. I'm just saying. All right. All right. One more really, really sweet one. And I'll touch on and show a lot of pictures when I do my read, but it's just so much good stuff out there. But the one that I really, really wanted to bring attention to was, well, two more. And one of them is Happy Together in the Sunshine and the Rain. I love this tweet. It's Harry and Meghan still looking at each other 5 years in between each picture being posted, and they still have that love in their eyes for each other. I love that. And of course, the one that I really want to do is the one that says simply still winning. Harry and Meghan are still winning. And I love that for them, and I love that for us, and I love it for the left behinds as well. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. And it's going to be late, but I will see y'all later. Bye.